I am Dr. Vinod Kulkarni, psychiatrist, psychotherapist, alcohol addictionologist, life coach. Coupled with that, I am an advocate also. I am a member of the legal profession also. For my interest towards law, for my passion, I pursued ll.b also. And I have drafted, filed, and argued as a party in person many PILs in the Honorable High Court of Karnataka. Today, let me tell you about our fundamental duties. We have fundamental rights. In another video, I have revealed as to what are our fundamental rights. In addition to it, coupled with this, as a corollary perhaps, we have certain fundamental duties also towards our country. Not for nothing, a US president had remarked decades ago, I quote, ask not what the country has done for you. Ask what you have done for the country. I unquote. So, our constitution is a very sacred treatise. The drafters of the constitution have applied their mind, both subconscious mind as well as conscious mind, in framing various articles, various sections of our constitution. Part 4 of our constitution deals with fundamental duties. As a citizen of India, I have some fundamental duties towards my country, towards my society, towards my peer groups, towards my fellow persons. What are these fundamental duties? The Constitution says, as per Article 51A, that it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to abide by the Constitution and respect its ideals and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem. National flag and national anthem, we have to respect it. Unfortunately, there is a Supreme Court case law, what's called the Bijoy Emmanuel versus State of Kerala, wherein one of the students in a school in Kerala, I think he did not sing the national anthem while it was being recited. The case went up to the Supreme Court. The Honorable Supreme Court opined that he has not done any mistake. He has not infringed on any constitutional, either duties or rights. The court opined that this child was standing in respect towards our national flag, albeit he was not singing national flag while it was being recited, but standing in due respect towards the national flag did not amount to any infringement of our fundamental duty. Hence, he was let off. No punishment. That's the classical case of Bijoy Manual versus State of Kerala. The second fundamental duty is we have to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom. How many of us do it? How many of us remember our great forefathers of the Constitution like Mahatma Gandhi or B.R. Ambedkar? We have to introspect ourselves. The next duty is to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. Unfortunately, there is demand nowadays for division of states. There are some people in Karnataka who want North Karnataka to be a separate state. There are some people in the Tamil Nadu government who aspire that certain rules be not applied to them. And Punjab, they are asking for separate statehood like Khalistan, etc. But it's a duty to maintain sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. We have to defend our country and render national service when called upon to do so. In this duty, I must emphasize the yeoman service being rendered by doctors whenever a war erupts, whenever a natural catastrophe occurs, tsunami, etc. When people are being injured during wars, during fights, who goes there? The doctors of country who render their services and thereby abide by the fundamental duty as enshrined in Article 51A D of our fundamental duties of the Constitution. We have to promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people of India, transcending religious, linguistic, and regional or sectional diversities, to renounce practices derogatory to the dignity of women. Women have been always held in very high respect by our Indian culture. In keeping with our Indian culture, the framers of the Constitution have respected women to the greatest possible extent. Hence, it is a fundamental duty of all of us to respect the fairer sex, the women's sex, the womanhood. The next fundamental duty is to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. Not only we have to value it, not only we have to respect it, but mark my words, we have to preserve the rich composite culture. Another fundamental duty is to protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes. What is the natural environment? Forests, lakes, rivers, wildlife, and to have a compassion for living creatures. Nowadays, so many priests, so many saints have blossomed in our country to advise the community at large to have compassion for living creatures. Forests are being deforested, lakes are being destroyed, wildlife, animals are being killed. All this is against our constitution. All this is derogatory and perhaps defamatory also to our great country. We have the another duty to develop a scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform. Scientific temper. Research has to be undertaken, be it in a legal profession, be it in a medical profession, be it in an engineering profession. We have to develop a scientific temper. Unfortunately, I think many Indian citizens are not paying importance to these fundamental duties. Another duty is to safeguard public property and to abjure violence. But in contrast to this fundamental duty, day in and day out, we see so many violent behavioral patterns of certain citizens of this country. This is against our constitution. To safeguard public property, some strike occurs, some riots occur, some indiscipline occurs, some chaos occurs in the community. They start damaging the buses, they start damaging the trains, they start damaging government offices. This is all in utter contrast to our fundamental duty. To strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activities so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. We have to indulge in such a duty that our country rises to higher level of endeavor and achievement. Let us introspect ourselves if we are doing all these things. Of course, one more fundamental duty that is being followed by many parents, that is free education for a child up to 14 years of age. The government is following it. Friends, these are some of the fundamental duties that we are all obliged to do for our country. Let us rise to the occasion, uphold our constitution, uphold our country, and in the bargain see that our country under the most able leadership of the very dynamic, thinking, emotionally mature Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, it becomes the best country to be sought after in the entire world. Thanks a lot for watching. All the best. God bless you.